Hello and welcome to another Big Orbit Games unboxing video. I'm Chris and today we're looking at Star Wars Legion T-47 Airspeeder unit expansion. So I'm actually very excited to open this box because, well, I haven't actually seen it yet, so it's going to be cool. This, along with the ATST, were the two from this wave that I hadn't seen, having only put together a core set. So, yeah, this is going to be cool, hopefully. So it looks like a pretty chunky model, not gonna lie, that looks like a big chunk of plastic. So you get one T-47 with two weapon options and a little bit of scale there as well. So that's a pretty large flight stand, to be honest. And it also comes with a bunch of unit upgrades as well. So let's get opening and watch me destroy this box to try and get into it. Alright, which way up this? Yeah, got it right way up. Awesome. So quite a sturdy box with both the vehicle ones. They've gone with like an extra layer of thick cardboard in there, so it's not going to get damaged. So let's have a quick look at the instruction sheet, which literally just shows you how to build it. So yeah, there is, like I said or thought, there is just one big chunk of plastic with a few little extra bits that you just glue on. So also some credits on the back and some new rules as well, which is actually quite interesting. So you've got a bunch of extra keywords and things to do with specifically this model. So you've got Arsenal X, fixed rear, full pivot, immune blast, immune melee, and tow cable. So that is all interesting stuff that if you have bought one of these, you will need to read up on the rules of those. So let's get everything out of the box, then get rid of the box, and go from there. Okay, so that is a pretty large base. All the bases are grey for Imperials and red for Rebels. So I think that's the same size as the ATST base. I may be a little bit wrong on that. It kind of feels like the same sort of size. In comparison, I do actually have an ATRT base here, and that is the size of the ATRT base. I'll get that out of the packet so you can see without all of the glare. So that's quite a bit bigger than the ATRT base, to be honest. Then you got your flight stand, which is pretty chunky. I'll just glue on there. And then let's have a look at the actual Mini. So, one T-47 speeder coming up. So, it is just a big chunk of plastic with some quite nice detail on it, to be honest. There's not a whole lot you can really do with ships. But I mean, that seems very good, to be honest. You can have to paint the cockpit rather than like GW style where they send you like the clear plastic. You actually have to paint through, so no pilot or anything like that in there. But I mean, not too bad. That just slots in the bottom there, like so. Try and make sure it's well wedged in. No pun intended. And yeah, it just kind of sits there and wobbles a bit. I'm gonna put that on its side so it doesn't wobble anymore. Then you've got all of your accessories for it as well. Let's just put these onto the base so you can see. The Millennium Falcon mat was a poor choice for this video when I'm trying to show off lots of little bits. So you got some the weapons, which literally just slot into those holes like that. And there you've got your blasters. You've got like stuff that ends up on the floor. I'll have to go pick that up in a minute. It's the second time I've done that today. So these bits are like the flaps that, you know, open when they want to turn for the whole aerodynamics thing. That's pretty cool actually. And I guess so there's some for the bottom, or there's some elsewhere. I'm not going to read the instructions for this. I'm just going to assume that there you go, somewhere on the model. So yeah, I mean, not a whole lot to do with it other than just stick a few peripheral bits on it, but straight out of the box you can pretty much just use it without the upgrades attached, which is quite cool. So tokens, you've got your Rebel command disk, you've got your damage tokens, your aim tokens, things like that. Is that heavy, or no, it's not heavy. I guess that must be like a new air token or something. It doesn't look like the fast ground attack one, so there must be a new unit type for that. Let's have a look at the unit card anyway. So T-47 Airspeeder, it is 175 points. You get 1 in the unit, 3 upgrade slots, and it has armor, so any hits are cancelled out, only crits will get through and actually damage it. Arsenal 2, so while attacking, each minion in this unit can use up to 2 of its weapons, which is pretty cool. I guess one of these is a weapons upgrade because you only have the AP-11 double laser cannon listed at the bottom. You got cover 1, which means your cover is automatically improved by 1 just by being. You're immune to blast and to melee, so no random stormtrooper just smashing you with his blaster rifle in an effort to try and crash your T-47 Airspeeder. No crazy shenanigans like that. And immune to blast as well, so no throwing of grenades in an attempt to knock an aircraft out of the sky. Looking at you, Games Workshop. Speeder 2, so while moving in all terrain that is height 2 or lower, and when you activate you have to perform a move. So similar to the speeder bikes, but they have speeder 1. Yeah, you've got 7 health. Once you've taken 5 damage, you roll on the damage chart to see if anything bad happens. You're rolling white defense dice, which are pretty bad, but you have armor, so that sort of negates a lot of that anyway. And you do have the special on defense rather than attack, so a 33% chance of rolling something good on the white dice. Has a movement of 3, and currently I think only the speeder bikes also have movement of 3, everything else is 2 or lower. You got range 1 to 3 with the AP-11 double laser cannon, which rolls 3 red and 3 black dice, which is really nasty. And it has fixed front and impact 3. So 3 hits can be turned to crits when you're shooting against armor. So 6 dice and 3 of them are the best dice in the game is pretty awesome. It's a lot of points, but those attack dice are nasty. You've also got some of the keywords on the back that just reminder. Well, just remind you. They are a reminder. I'll get there in the end. So, upgrade cards. You can take the MODK Power Harpoon. So, range 1 to 2, 1 red dice, has impact 1. Has fixed rear, so defender must be inside your rear arc, and it has tow cable, so after a vehicle is wounded by an attack that includes this weapon, perform a pivot with that vehicle. That's pretty cool. So basically maneuver your opponent's vehicles how you want them to, like just turn them to a certain facing. That's pretty cool. 8 points as well, so not too expensive. Then you got the AX-108 Ground Buzzer, which is range 1 to 2, 4 black dice, and fixed rear. So these upgrades are pretty much for your rear gunner, or tail gunner. 20 points for 4 black dice is fairly good actually. Wedge Antilles, nice. So when I said wedge that in here, and said no pun intended, apparently wedge is in the box. So 5 points, rebel only, and the repulsor vehicle only. he has the exhaust ability. Until end of your activation, you gain full pivot. So when you pivot, you can pivot up to 360. So normally when you're moving, you slot the movement, the range ruler, into this slot here, and then can kind of pivot around. So with wedge, you can just ignore those rules and move however you please, which is really nice actually. So it is an exhaust ability, which means you need to spend one of your actions readying it, which means with the speeders you're auto moving every turn anyway, and it can kind of limit what you're doing. You've also got long range comm link, which so far I think has been included in every single box, but it's useful, and comms jammer also pretty much included in every box. So those two upgrades are very good. This especially on a fast unit, because it means you can keep issuing commands to that unit even if they're not in range. And the comms jammer is just very nice because enemy units at range 1 can't be issued orders unless they're issuing an order to themselves. So you get your units up close and personal and just disrupt what your opponent's doing. So it limits their actions, and it's just generally very good. Although it's 15 points, but 15 points well spent in my opinion. So yeah, that is the box set of the T-47 Airspeeder. I'm just going to pop this into there just so we get a good view of the whole thing before I put it away. So in all its glory, it's one of my favourite ships to fly in Rogue Squadron on the N64. But anyway, remember you can buy and sell all of the components you've seen in the video today on our website, bigorbitcars.uk. There, bigorbitcars.co.uk. That's the one. Slurring a bit there, sorry. It's been a long day. And yeah, stay tuned for more Star Wars Legion videos. We're unboxing the entire wave, so keep an eye out for those. All the box sets are awesome, and you get to see exactly what's in them. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Bye bye.